Man, great.
Wow.
Man, well, all I can say is wow. But just talking with OC, I'm your host, OC.
Yeah, this is Big AC the one, man. We up in the building. What's happening, man? What a fucking finale this has been. Finale weekend this has been for the NFL season. Of course, playoffs is coming up starting next week, which starts us off with our beginning topic. The AFC North battle, man, in Pittsburgh between two heavyweights, Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers. You got epic, MVP caliber quarterback play going on both sides of the ball. And I mean, what a fucking finish. And I'm so used to seeing Justin Tucker trot out there and nail that thing, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't even trip that old Luke was coming out there on the field until they started talking about how he was made for the moments, bruh. And just like right on time, like they jinxed it, right? Oh, he's made for these moments. And boop, I started watching that son of a bitch drip to the right, man. And I couldn't believe it. Wide right, man.
What I kept telling you off camera. What you
Man,
do most is what you do best.
That's it.
And this is a microcosm of our season.
Yeah.
Our season has gone
Yeah.
throughout. And so teams that don't have these hangups
right.
look like they tend to win the football games.
Man, that's real. That's real. Shout out to everybody that's catching us live. Thanks for tuning in. Please don't forget to smash that like button and share this with as many people as you can, because we trying to get it out there and keep this thing rolling and growing. But man, all I can say is this. It is a microcosm of the season, although I do feel like Lamar had really showed that he was back. He was back. Tonight was a real, it was a real duel, man, between, like I say, MVP caliber quarterbacks. Man, I loved watching that go back and forth. I love great football. We both picked Baltimore to go on here and sneak up out of there with that one. But I mean, hey, it is what it is, right? I of course I made the post on Threads here, and there's a lot of happy Steelers fans out there. I'm gonna have to that's what it is. That's what it is. But hey, nothing to be sad or to feel no type of way about. I see a Ravens team that'll be right back, man. Hey, when Hamilton went down in that second half, bro, it was a different defense without Hamilton out there. Like I knew how dope he was, in that he was like an all-pro. But it's like with Fred Warner. You don't see that. You don't know that impact that a player like that's gonna have when they're Mr. Everything in the middle of that defense. And man, bro, like that's what it is. That's just what it is, man. And that's the breaks, right? And injuries, they say, is part of the game. It's the part of the game I like the least. Because, man, injuries robs us of so many moments, but it is that battle of attrition. So, once again, AFC North champions, Pittsburgh Steelers, the old man, Aaron Rodgers, got in the saddle and got it done today. Shout out to the Northern California great, because he is that, you know what I'm saying? Man, and yeah, what a game. What a season, right? And we can't forget about earlier, man, the performance that Drake made hung on them Dolphins for his season finale was I think an exclamation mark on his season.
Yeah, and that's what I think you're supposed to do. You got to play your players.
Yeah,
you got to go sit in that statement that we rolling through this. He made me a believer. After I watched the game, he made me a believer today. This is not fake. This is not for fun. This is for all the marbles. This is for
microphone check. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Like you said, he really stepped up there and did his thing, man, and showed why he in the running in that conversation for the MVP this year for the NFL. And I think he's earned the right to be in that conversation, right?
Yeah.
Just like Vrabel earned the right to be in that Coach of the Year conversation, right?
Absolutely.
And several coaches have. I'm not gonna lie. I was really strong on my guy, Kyle Shanahan, but I gotta say that since him and Mike McDonald was both in the running from Seattle, I think Mike McDonald has earned the right to kind of edge Kyle Shanahan out for the coaching job that was done this year.
But then you ride over there to Vrabel. You ride over there to Vrabel, who is a player's coach, who is a hands-on coach, who get in there, who made that big turnaround. I mean, what can you say? It's gonna be a tight rush.
Man, it is gonna be a tight rush. And then you got Ben Johnson. First year coming out of Detroit as their offensive coordinator, he comes over to the Chicago Bears, takes the reins. They go from the laughing stock to the second seed, right? So, like, man, when you got the right leadership in place, it's amazing how turnarounds can happen and how culture changes. I mean, not happen overnight, but happen almost instantaneously, right? And how good leadership is infectious in a room and in an establishment, and it does. It leads to proper results when it at the end of the day.
Yeah. I'm happy. I'm happy with the season. I'm happy with the turnout. The turnout of how it came down to the wire for a lot of different teams.
Yeah.
To get their seeds in the playoffs. That the parity came through this season.
Man,
it's a lot of things that I can focus on that can be bad about the NFL. But I choose to focus on the light.
And I'm gonna say like this, man. It's some teams that really showed me something this year. Like we could talk at long wind about them Jacksonville Jaguars, Duval County, what's happening, man.
Duval.
Woo, hey, man, they came out and showed they raunchies this year, right? And hey, kept a Florida team in the hunts and in the runnings. Also, man, them Houston Texans, right? We knew that they had a squad that was worthy of like making the playoffs, but they really looking strong, like they can make a run. I think they on a 9-game winning streak. Talk about being on a heater, man. Shout out to D'Amico Ryans, man, and the job that he done out there in Houston, Texas. Because I got to say, dog, I just like you say, I seen a lot of good football this year, right? And this is one of them years where I could say I was able to be a fan of the sport. I'm always a fan of the Niners, right? But I have my years before too, where that's all I watched, man, was my team. And maybe a little bit of sprinkler here and there. But this year, man, I was able to really enjoy the whole slate of games, man, bounce around. Whatever game was on Thursday night, I loved them going to the division format on Thursdays. I feel like Thursday was a real bad night of the week for football when they first started the Thursday night games. You might get 2 good games a season, and that's all you was counting for.
They had to do something about that, especially when you farm it out over there to prime.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be paying for some games, I got to be paying for some division rivals. That's what I.
And I don't know if Prime came up with that idea or if it was the NFL's idea to go to a division rivalry format.
I got to be paying for something. If I'm paying these billions of dollars,
man,
streaming contract, I
ain't mad. I paid for Peacock streaming, and I was real happy with a division rival matchup. Man, headline prime time shit, and this was a prime time matchup to close out the season tonight. Man, and dog, did you see how them damn Raiders almost fucked around and messed up their pick?
Yeah, they won today, didn't they?
Did they win? I thought they lost.
They won. I think they won today. They won today. They won today, so they still get the first pick. They still get the first pick, but
I don't know. Them and the Titans both got 3 losses.
But they still get the first pick, though. It's gonna be the Raiders. The Raiders pick. I hope the Raiders gonna pick. I think the Raiders lost to the Titans this year, didn't
they? Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
So the Raiders gonna get the pick. The Raiders gonna get that pick. It don't matter. You have an organization you have to fix. There's no first pick that's gonna really fix this for the Raiders. The Raiders got a whole organization they got to fix. It's gonna be real interesting to see what they do. Maybe they trade out of the first pick and trade into some multiple picks.
Man, you're right. I'm gonna tell you like this: there is a short shot prospect that they can get at number 1, but they do need to follow that top pick up, that top pick, whatever it is. If they decide to trade out of 1 and go back to 7 or whatever selection they make, they need to follow that quarterback pickup. They need a QB. Let's just be real. They need to follow up that quarterback pick with like 3 offensive linemen, and I mean blue chip offensive linemen, first 3 rounds. Like I'm talking about top graded. You know what I'm saying? Because they definitely, man, Geno Smith. He was terrible this year, but he was getting hit a lot.
Yeah.
And homeboy was running for his life every game.
Like I say, they got more to fix than just 1 pick. They got a lot of picks over there in Vegas. So I'm gonna let them do what they do. And I'm just gonna be kind of I'm upbeat and happy still about being a Baltimore Ravens fan because we got a team. The way that we played this season, we weathered a lot of storms, but
Yeah.
Couldn't weather that last one. Couldn't.
Man.
It's like every it's like the years. The tight end can't catch the ball.
Right.
It's like the.
Well, I'm gonna say
they take a
like
touchdown from us, huh?
No, but just like Deborah was saying, no salt, extra points should not be missed. That was an unbelievable game, but like, dude, let's talk about what it is. The kicking at the end of that game was atrocious, dog. And this is something that you count on. So let's like, no matter who is the one that came out of the division today, right? That was definitely something that you got to be looking at hard, because man, teams be trusting in their kicker to come in at the end of the game and do what he's supposed to do.
Yeah.
And both teams got let down. I really feel like, bro, how you gonna miss a 40-yard field goal for the Shingles, man? He was gonna get the taste playoff football if he would have just made that kick, man. He came out there and pushed it to the right, and you expect usually that a right-footed kicker's gonna hook one to the left or something, right?
Yeah.
And thanks for the love. I just got to say that, like, yeah, the kicking game really made that way more dramatic than it should have been. I was looking forward to some overtime as much back and forth as they was going. So I was hoping that homeboy made the extra point and that the Ravens came down and got the field goal. Because, man, that back and forth of the fourth quarter, man, that was worth the price of admission.
Worth the price of admission, man. I went on a ride. I went on a ride last 2 minutes of this game, and it was bittersweet. But I like that. We're gonna be talked about. I like that.
No doubt.
We're gonna be broken down. We're gonna be scrutinized, and we're gonna just be back next year.
Well, yeah, I have to say, and I know me and you were shooting some texts back and forth, even strategy wise, right? Remember, I was like, man, I like the fact that Lamar came with the magic, but damn, they left old AR 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even with no timeouts, man, to leave Aaron Rodgers 2 minutes at the end of the game. We've seen it too many times, right?
Break down, shake down.
Man,
break down, shake down in the secondary.
Ooh, man,
what has happened? The cornerback slipped on the route, covering the route, and
Awuzie was having a good game.
Rodgers getting the ball to him like he's supposed to.
Yeah, and I thought Awuzie was having a good game up until that point anyway. Like you can't really hold a dude too hardly accountable for a slip of his traction. You know what I mean? Like loss of footage.
He had no help over the top.
No help over the top. And I think if he didn't lose his footing, so I guess I'm gonna get at the equipment dude about this. If he wouldn't have lost his traction, man, that probably wouldn't have played out that way.
It's a lot of blame to throw around, but I also but it's also just a microcosm of what the season has been thus far. And I can't and I won't be down on it because it could be worse.
No doubt, dude. To be at this point in the season and be in your season coming down to the very last tick tock, man, ain't no complaints about that. And like you said, you're not looking at a team that need to be stripped down to the studs. You're looking at a team that just need to tuck and feel in a couple places.
Defense wise, we need to get some
pass rush
players. We need to get a pass rush.
Yeah, need to get some pass rush.
If we had a top tier pass rush, we could have won this game. We could have won this game.
No doubt.
I think.
No doubt.
But that's how things go. In football, you can't have everything.
Yeah, no doubt. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I would love for the 49ers to get a hold of a Brian Burns from the New York Giants, the cat to wear number 0. Yeah. Shoot, I wouldn't be mad at none of them high action like pass rushing specialists. Man, and what I like about
that's where you go get your pass rush is in free agency. That's
no
where you go get
no doubt that pass rushing specialist. And what I like about him is he's a proven run stopper too, right? So you're talking about a 4-down player. Like the only 4-down players that you getting, they coming out of free agency on like pass rushing and defensive line, like deep where you really got to make your meat and potatoes, man. You got to get them dudes out of free agency because a lot of these cats come in where they've been the biggest, the strongest, and you get to the pros.
It don't play out. You have to start all over at this level.
Hey, NFL is everybody's an All-American league, right? So So man, dog, even your sorriest teams, dude, that's like playing on the Western Shriners game or whatever, the Senior Bowl or something. That's like playing on them all-star teams when you go play an NFL game. And
that ammonia grown man strength.
Hey, no doubt, man. It's funny. I was watching. I was watching when I was watching the Saints and the Falcons game earlier. Right, I was still tripping off of how Jordan still be getting he still be getting it on. Man, I'm talking about the defensive end for the Saints.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, he still is a beast out there. And I was watching him make a couple plays where he was beating the tackle, and I'm like, man, hey, he could keep doing this, and his pops was an NFL player too. He another one of them second generation dudes. Dad was an old tight end on the Vikings for you old school heads that really was up on your rosters and Tecmo Bowls and all that old crazy shit. Yeah, it that Jordan that was on Minneapolis back in them days in the 80s and 90s. That was his pops though.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's already in his blood. The DNA is there. But man, I was just watching him saying if he decided that he tired of playing in New Orleans, man, he could upgrade somebody's defensive line play for real.
Yeah.
Even though I won't lie, New Orleans do look like they kind of caught on to something, man. That Tyler show that they got running the quarterback position, it seemed like he's in a groove step with Kellen Moore as the offensive coordinator, as the offensive play caller.
Yeah. Now, another game that really got me today was what I was trying to watch that Rams Cardinals. The Rams Cardinals. Now the Cardinals look like they trotted out somebody that can play quarterback.
Okay, Jacoby Brissett, him.
He looked like he can play quarterback.
And the funny thing is, he comes from that Bill Belichick, Josh McDaniels tree of things. He started off his career out there in New England as Tom Brady backup, and he's had one opportunity to start in Indianapolis a few years back. It wasn't nothing wrong with his play, but of course they wanted to draft Anthony Richards. Matter of fact, the cat that got his eye socket or something
blown out his head. Now they got what's his name? The Rams coach. What's his name? McVay.
Yeah.
Dynamic today.
Yeah.
30 put up 37 points.
He was definitely in his bag today, and that was with Stafford. He had Stafford and them out there. That's right. I seen some poking the cooler and all that old stuff. So honestly, I was surprised to see, even though it was a division game, the Cardinals have been good for getting blown the hell up out. I was surprised to see them keep it as competitive as they did.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. I know it's the last game of the season, and you're gonna have people in and people out, and so people are gonna step up and play.
So no doubt.
You just gotta see what's gonna happen. But I like teams like the Rams.
So let's talk about the elephant in the room since we brought up the Cardinals, right? What they gonna do with Kyler Murray?
Trade him.
See, now easier said than done, because Kyler Murray, although he has been a dynamic player, he has also had a problem with his injury history, right?
Yeah, and that's how you can get the cheap. That's how some team can get the cheap for him, and he gonna be a backup somewhere.
Oh,
he's gonna be a backup somewhere. You can't argue with, if you want to still play and you still want to get these checks in the NFL. Sometimes you got to go at it like that again. You got to push the reset button, and that's what
Brock was telling me back up to. No. So look, with homeboy though, if you trade him, you're trading his contract too.
Yeah.
I wanted to say that before I got to the next to the comment that's down in the box. If you trade Kyler Murray, though, you trade his contract. Now he's getting paid at least $40 million a year.
Yeah,
that's way too much money for somebody to throw in as
an
investment.
He may get cut.
He will be cut.
He may get cut, and then some other team can pick him up on the cheap.
Okay, but so now you're giving him away for nothing, and you're coming up with a dead cap number somewhere in the $50 million range.
Yeah, those GMs and coaches are smarter than me, and they know what they can and can't pull off with trading this fella for whatever they can get for him or whatnot. They're gonna weigh out all of the angles. Something's gonna happen. So he's gonna be moved.
I think he will be. I think he will be moving on too. I just don't think there's no room for him there, especially now with the season that Jacoby Brissett done turned out.
Hey, let's go.
Now I don't know what they didn't have to go with him because his stats was comparable for NFL starter. So I don't know what they was missing, but they got a few pieces they need to put on the board too. Not to mention though, they do got to play the Rams, Seahawks, and 49ers for 6 games of the year. So I mean, that don't help you while you're trying to find your way.
Yeah.
Tough division to find your way in. You know what I'm saying? You got to show up to the NFC West with your party planned and your game together.
Yeah. So them mighty Eagles against the Commanders. Another divisional.
Yeah, no doubt. And hey, Josh Johnson, he definitely did he start? He definitely pushed the envelope today, man. That was a pretty close game for a while.
Yeah.
For a while.
24-17.
And speaking of them Eagles, I hope all the 49er faithful know, bang, bang, baby, that's where we got to go next week. So get your long johns out if you go into the game.
Y'all got to go to the vet.
Got to go to the vet. And I ain't gonna lie.
Go to the vet.
I'm looking for this to be Brock Purdy's revenge, man.
Yeah.
I don't care about nothing. You know, Brock Purdy, the last time he went and seen the vet, he ended up getting put out in the first quarter when he got his elbow messed up. That initial injury. So I'm looking for him to go get his revenge, baby. Let's go.
Get that run game going. Anything can happen.
No doubt. And the defense show up like it did last game.
But you know what? I want to go back to one little point that I should have made when we was talking about the Ravens.
Okay.
Mike Tomlin on defense. Stayed in that 5 front.
I like that for stopping the run.
Down. So you got to be true to something.
You do.
When you playing defense, you got to be true to something. If
you do.
To stopping the run, then let's be true to that.
And guess what though? And before the midpoint of the season, they were getting gashed in the run game.
They were. They wasn't true to stopping it.
Bang. So what he did was what he made a straight commitment to a 5-man front for the run stopping. And guess what? When it was time for it,
we're gonna let the back end be the back end.
We're gonna let the back end
be the back end.
And they was toast
but this
tonight,
right
baby.
Here, y'all ain't finna treat us like a stepchild.
Yeah, no, and they was toast tonight on the back end.
On the back end, that's just how it's got to go. But yeah, that's
after going to pick up Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
They made a lot of moves to get the back end right.
Yeah, Porter Jr. Porter Jr. is back there. Yeah,
all of them. I'm surprised they ain't swindle Sauce Gardner up out of Indianapolis for the playoffs. No, but
Sauce Water.
Yeah, but no, you know, hey, that's what it is. And I mean, and like we were saying about Jacoby Brissett, everybody done been a backup. Tom Brady had many a backups and whatnot, but a lot of them went on to be pretty decent quarterbacks. I mean, shit, Jimmy G was that dude.
Sometimes it takes for you to sit down for a minute.
Yeah,
really get your mind wrapped around what it is to play that position again, and come back and play.
That's real though, right? I mean, hey, look how many quarterbacks this year was having a resurgence after leaving where they started and coming somewhere else.
Yep.
You know, you look at Sam Darnold's over there, right?
Sam did his thing today.
Hey, he did though, and guess what? If it wasn't for his stop in the Bay, he wouldn't be the quarterback he is now.
Absolutely.
And so like everybody just gotta you gotta accept it. It is what it is. I do feel like in the playoffs when it comes down to it, we know something that he ain't comfortable with, that if we could execute on defense, we could take advantage of.
Absolutely.
I do feel that way because you know he didn't. It's not like he came in here and took the starting quarterback from Brock Purdy, right? So like we know some holes in his game. We just got to see if we can exploit them if we see them again.
Smash the like, share this for everybody to see. I'm talking with OC, and I got my main man,
Big AC the one. You know it. Man,
podcast without a name.
That's what it is.
We're talking about this these games that went on today, like that Bills Jets.
Yeah. 35. Oh man. Hey, you know what? the Jets, bro, they are pathetic.
They coach, but they keeping their coach. I love it. They keep.
I do love that. You know what?
They
1 year, like, and I'm pretty upset with the team that didn't keep their coach, and that's the Atlanta Falcons. They got rid of Raheem Morris today, and his general manager though. And Deborah, that's why I said Jimmy G. I knew you meant him, even though you said Brock before. I knew you meant him. Yeah, Deborah was just saying it too. Jimmy G was Tom's backup too, and man, went on to have him a nice little career. Matter of fact, he backing up Stafford right now. Mm-hmm. Oh, Jimmy G. Mm-hmm. Jimmy G and the boys. Yeah, I got this whole recap to the Jimmy G and the boys. Man. Hey, he came to San Francisco and brought us back. I ain't gonna lie. As a real 49ers fan, don't even lie. When he came to San Francisco, we were so sorry. That motherfucker won 5 games in a row, nigga. We thought we had Joe Montana in the flesh.
Jimmy motherfucking G.
Jimmy motherfucking G. Hey, he got us where we needed him to get us, man.
Yeah. Man. Well, I think moving forward, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be in the wild card round next weekend. It's gonna be some good games.
So let's talk about the team that didn't play their players today, and I don't even know how I feel about them. And that's them LA Chargers. I was finna call them San Diego. Them LA Chargers, right? So you know, today they sat Herbert and several of their veterans, and they got it handed to them. So the Broncos is the number 1 seed in the AFC, right? And I don't feel like they are a dominant number 1 seed. I'm not gonna say they're not a legit number 1 seed, but I don't feel like they're a dominant number 1 seed if you ask me.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. But we'll see what Bo Nix and the company got for folks in the playoffs.
That mile high air alone is a home field advantage. Yeah. So don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that they not legit, but I'm just gonna say that, man, they don't scare you.
No,
they don't scare you. I think they can get beat.
They will get beat. They will get beat. They're not gonna be in Santa Clara.
No,
they're not gonna be in Santa Clara playing for the bowl.
No,
as much as I like the Orange Crush, as much as I like the Denver Broncos,
right?
Bo Nix,
right.
I'll see you next season.
Oh, for real though, and I'm gonna say like this, man. They went 19-3 on the Chargers, so we know that Trey Lance officially cannot play quarterback. If anybody was holding out hope, Trey Lance cannot play quarterback. He only got 3 points. He threw for about 50 yards a day.
You know, I think that's we got to give him some more time. I just think give Trey Lance a little bit more time because you put him in this type of game and this type of
and he was playing against the one,
and he going against the Broncos with all of because they played their people.
No, they did. They played
their people. So I mean, it's what it is. I think any quarterback like that will get thumped like that.
Yeah, you're right.
And I think I know what the Chargers is trying to do. I think they're trying to fly under the radar. They in the playoffs, right? The Chargers are in the playoffs, so they're trying to be like, okay, we gonna try to go on the road and beat some teams on the road,
right?
And do that New York Giants thing and get to the Super Bowl that way.
Man, it's too bad we ain't a part of another division. I was just looking at even the Eagles, they 11-6. I'm looking at the Bears 11-6. The 49ers in their division, nigga, we'd be the 2nd seed right now. Fucking around. But we only in the division. We in the division we in. We ain't tripping. But I was just gonna say, I'm just looking at this shit here and I'm like, man, don't none of these other teams scare me. That's all I'm gonna say. They don't scare me. I feel like the Niners got a chance to go in there and handle their business against anybody. The only thing that sucks for us is being on the road, but I've also watched Kyle Shanahan float around that. I saw the hate mail today too. A lot of 49er fans out there talking about it. I think that the problem is Kyle Shanahan. Full booty ass motherfuckers. We wouldn't be in the position we in without Kyle Shanahan. I ask the question that I always ask too. Who the fuck is you going to get that's better? All right.
John Gruden.
You can have him, Raiders.
John, that's my guy.
Me too.
That's my guy.
He's my guy too, as long as he's on somebody else's coaching staff. and I'm gonna tell you, the Raiders, y'all can have John Gruden because we don't want him. I don't want him.
He ain't going back to the Raiders. He ain't going to coach for the Raiders.
He's
gonna coach for a different team in the NFL, and he gonna win one when he get back in the league. Watch.
Man, and I also look at the Bears. They played their starters today, and they got beat by the Lions, flat out.
Yeah. The Bears got the Bears. Yeah, the Lions. Yeah, the 1916. It's another one of those games. There's another one of those
division
like low scoring.
Yeah,
drag it out fight games, and I think what you do most is what you do best. And them Lions is gonna hit you in the mouth every time.
Okay, so that's a good point. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homegirl Leslie, rest in peace. But my dedicated West Coast Lions fan. But let me just say this: the Bears, what you do most is what you do best. I watched you lose a shootout, and now I done watched you lose a close game. So what you gonna do in the playoffs?
Did they play their players?
They played their players, Caleb Williams and all. Everybody was on sacrifice today.
Well, ain't no excuse then in Chicago.
Ain't no excuse. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least even though the Bills smashed the shit out of the Jets today, they had Trubisky playing after one play.
Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah, they sent Josh Allen out there to take the first snap, so his streak would stay intact for starts. Consecutive starts, but then it was
get your ass from out of there. Get your ass.
Yeah.
We don't want you in there. Yeah, no.
They gave their star player a bye week, and I'm gonna say like this: it was cool because Trubisky handled his lightweight.
Yeah, and put up 30. What they put up?
35?
35, yeah.
35, yeah. Bro, they mollywopped them dudes. And and how about them Giants, man? My boy Jackson Dart over there. He lit the Cowboys up today, even though Dak didn't play but a few snaps. Let me see what we got here.
34, they put up 34 points.
They put up 34 points, 34-17. Yeah, Dak, it looked like Dak played the first half. He went 7 for 11. So yeah, man, Dak went on and sat down. That dude Joe Milton, he was looking all right on a couple of them RPOs, but man, dog, he pulled that thing down and tried to throw that crossing route and snaggled tooth. It was over. They picked him off at the end of the game to shut down their hopes of coming back.
Shut that door, didn't they? What about we already talked about Duval. They 41, they 41.
Duval, they did their thing. Man, I gotta say, the Browns, my dude Shador took him down last second to hit with the Tom Brady formula.
Magic.
Tom Brady formula. Took him down, got that last second field goal.
He got the magic. He got the magic. He got that magic. I every time I look at him, quarterback, he got that magic. He do. So you're gonna always feel like you're in the game and you can win the game. He's quarterback. That's all. That's what I see now. If when he got sacked a couple of times, he made a couple of held onto the ball a little bit longer than he should have. That don't really mean that. When the lights is on and we need this drive to get downfield.
Yeah,
we doing that.
Yeah, they going through some little small growing pains like you're going to do with any rookie quarterback. But when you watch his games, not just look at the stat line and a little couple highlights. When you watch his games, though, you see that it factor. You do see that the moment ain't never too big for him. And, man, they got some decisions to make out there in Cleveland about what they going to do with their quarterback situation because they still got Deshaun Watson. Let's talk about that. What they going to do with him?
He's going to start and he's going to play.
And that's too bad for them. But they finally are talking about
the money that they're into that guy.
Yeah,
you can't even tell a team to come get him for free. You can't even come tell a team,
bro. You really can't.
Him and we'll pay 50 to 60% of his contract and give y'all the rest. And you can't. They ain't gonna touch him. Ain't nobody gonna touch him.
Man, and I hate to even have to answer this question that Deborah just asked, like, where is Colin? Talking about Colin Kaepernick, I'm sure. The fucked up thing is that, I think he had a lawsuit going on against the league or whatever, but dude, all he did was kneel down and stood up and made a social protest that we all really was feeling the need for him to do anyway. He really represented his neighborhood, his community, even though he didn't grow up in the hood. I ain't mad at him.
He fucked himself by settling that lawsuit with the NFL.
He did. You know what?
And I'm gonna say that's what he did.
And I'm gonna say like this: they held that fake ass league tryout, and they were supposed to be having. Man, they wasn't gonna sign him, dude. They Colin Kaepernick. They basically
because the Chargers would already had him as a backup.
Bro, they needed him, and I'm gonna tell you what. There's been a few other teams that need him. You can't tell me as sorry as the New York Jets been playing that they couldn't have used Colin Kaepernick. And I can only imagine how much he would have matured as a passer by now. He was the dude was definitely a dynamic player. You know, I could tell that when Shanahan came in, he didn't want to deal with all all the distraction. He wanted it to be like, let's get down to football. No time for social justice. No time for none of that shit. Let's get down to football. And I respect that. But at the same time, he should have been got another shot, man. Many a teams been like a quarterback short, missed the playoffs because they wouldn't go sign him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, man.
Phillip Rivers,
dude. You mean to tell me you really trust Phillip Rivers more than Colin Kaepernick? I bet you Colin Kaepernick is probably still break off scrambling and everything.
Yeah, they shut him down today too.
They did. They shut him down for real. Hey, but the rookie came out and did his thing. I can't even think of his last name right now. 15, but man, he was throwing some darts.
I think Phillip is going to be around for a while at a coaching
capacity.
Yeah.
I can feel on that. Cam Ward, he got hurt against Duval and them in the first half. That was sad to see. We misspoke on something though the other day. The Packers are the 7th seed in the NFC.
Okay.
Remember, we was like, the Packers is out. They had Jordan Love over there sitting in uniform today with his helmet on, but they wasn't playing him. They kept him in bubble wrap today because they want to keep him fresh for the play, for the wild card round next week.
Yeah, upcoming they play the Bears upcoming.
Yeah. So
that's a division. Ain't that a division game?
That's gonna be a division spank down, man. By the way, welcome to Podcast Without a Name for everybody catching this live with us. I'm Big AC the One.
Talking with OC. I'm your host, OC.
And you do know this. Man, we just sitting here talking about this finale weekend, man. This is one hell of a weekend. Also, man, Panthers and Buccaneers. We didn't really jump off. Oh no, we jumped off into that yesterday, so we ain't even got to touch on that. But the Packers got beat 16-3 today to get sent off. I don't understand why them at 9-7-1 are the 7th seed and why the Vikings can't be it at 9-8. I don't really understand. I guess they got one less loss due to Packers. But that tie should really hurt you more than just being an advantage when it come down to counting up at the end of the year.
Yeah, I think it's real good to stay away from a tie. But on the other hand, your season record with that other team is huge.
Right, it is, no doubt.
You have to take that into consideration because you can have a team with a messed up record in the playoffs, and your record is great,
man. No doubt. I mean, I got to give it to him strategically. LeFleur did his thing today as far as knowing who to sit and who to get. Right. Yeah. And man, get ready, get your players ready for next week. You know what I'm saying? We definitely talked about the rest of them things. Let me see. Mini, mo. Yep, man, that covers this. As far as the season in general, man, I just got to say, like, man, I was impressed with this rookie class this year.
Yeah,
it seemed like I about to say, I swear it seemed like every team had a rookie this year that was impressive in some type of way.
Yeah, especially the quarterbacks.
And you can't always say that, right? You can't always say that. Man, so like, really, what I want to get at is this: like, why do you switch up when something is working, right? Like, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. So
like Mike Tomlin did, he stayed in that 5.
Exactly.
That 5 down lineman, he stayed in that. I'm staying in this.
Man, exactly. And it's funny how, like, you watch a lot of times these coaches, they'll get cute with shit and outsmart themselves. And instead of running what's been working, they'll go away from it.
Yeah.
And I get trying other stuff, but don't go away from it and forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And like, man, I'm saying that to say in life, y'all, when you got something that's working out for you, don't throw that shit away for nothing. I know somebody recently who just quit a career, not even just a job, a career to start up a business. And that's great. And I was encouraging them to start the business and all, but I also was emphasizing, like, but don't cut your daytime money, right? Like, don't cut your for show money because they had one good weekend or 2 good weekends because they had like some festivals or something that they went and had a booth. Boom. But that's not a business model to plan your bills around and all that ish. So needless to say, it was a rough Christmas for them, right? And in trying to help them get through it, I'm not just trying to help them out with no finances. I'm trying to help them out also with the mindset. And like, dude, how did you walk away from one of them jobs that people be like, nigga, you tripping? Give me the number. Let me try it.
Give me the number.
How you walk away from one of them jobs to try something out and not even have like 6 months to a year of a bit of a model that works, to where you know that consistently, like I'm actually making this. I can actually go apply for some funding because I can say that I got money coming in on the books.
Yeah, that's a hard decision to make when you're a man and you trying to live on your own accord. I can attest to that. When you are faced with a decision like that, it's either you go all in or you don't. Me personally, I erred on the side of caution. And I wanted to continue to not have to go through a rebuild. So I chose the safe route and I chose to continue my career and work.
No doubt. I mean, I look at it and we can even link it back to sports. I look at a cat like Brandon Ayuk, right? And all I can say is, man, God bless him. I don't know what would make a man throw away 30, 40, 50, 60 million dollars, right? And be getting fined for your entire check to be out there hitting donuts on Instagram and fucking TikTok.
Like, well, everybody's priorities are different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have their way of thinking about different things. And when you make a lot of money like that, invincibility seems seems more likely than not. You know what I'm saying?
All I'm gonna say is, Brandon, man, don't forget what side of the bread your bread is buttered on, man. Like it's cool. You can sponsor your own self to be a race driver if you want to, but don't not show up for practice where you're making your money, son. You know, that's all I'm trying to say.
Hey, some people don't have the passion about what they do anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't want to say that he's mailing it in, but his actions is saying that he don't love football like that no more.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you're already in a locker room where you bonded in. It's not like you're not on a contender. You're on a contender. So it's not like that. Oh, like, man, I'm tired of losing. I want to go somewhere where I can win some games. It ain't that. You getting paid, bro. What do you want?
Hey, it's again, it's a mentality. It's a do I want to put forth the effort to continue to do this?
And I'm gonna tell you what I noticed with San Francisco when they putting the roster together now, they go in a different direction, right? They going with players that's going to maybe not be as talented, athletic, or whatever, but they going with cats that's going to dedicate themselves to the program.
Yeah, you have to find those type of players because that's the only way you're gonna win. Is everybody buy into what we're trying to do? I seen this.
You know, Brandon Ayuk would have been the difference in that game on Saturday.
Yeah,
if he was out there committed and playing at the level Brandon Ayuk plays at.
He could have been, but I seen this interview that this guy had with Pat Riley.
Okay,
and they was talking about the season when Pat Riley came out the front office to coach the Heat, and the way that those players had to buy in to turning that season around and to buy in to winning the championship, ultimately winning the championship. It's some buttons that he had to push.
And you know what? Like we were saying earlier today, the standard is the standard.
Yeah,
the standard is the standard. Like man, you know, Mike Tomlin ain't gonna have no losing season, man. The standard is the standard. Right now, I didn't expect him to win the division today, but you know that he's gonna not have a losing season because of what we just said. The standard is the standard.
But if you look at their season compared to our season, it's night and day. I think that I think that what you do most is what you do best.
And you know what?
Those type of games, Pittsburgh has been winning those type of games.
They have been winning those type of games, and more so, and to go along with that is they have been looking a little more like a well-oiled machine and a division leader throughout the year. There's been turmoil. There's been turmoil at almost every key position with Baltimore this year. Is we keeping Lamar? Is we going with Huntley? Is we doing this? Is we doing that? Oh, we need to get Andrews up out of here. But who do we got to replace him? Like, it's been that year, and this shit happens to every franchise. Look at the Warriors right now.
It's been that catch up season. We catching up. We trying to be playing catch up.
Look at the Warriors. Look at the Warriors right now, right? And I'm gonna say like this: DeAnthony Melton is gonna make a difference in the Warriors season. I do believe that, right? But at the same time, too, you look at the season they have, and if you look at the names on that roster, you would think they're I'd have to say they're underperforming, underachieving, right? And because they're playing basically 500 ball, let's be better. But at the same time, too, they got the kind of cast that all they need to do is get in the dance, and they're still dangerous, right? So. All I'm trying to say is don't ever go away from what's working for you, right? Yeah, I'm sure if they could have kept Kevin Durant, he never would have left up out of here because that was working for us, right?
Yeah.
But again, what do you want? He wanted to go do something else somewhere else, and
that's the man.
And that's all you can do. And I don't know. I don't get that kind of ego because for me, I feel like the ultimate success is the only thing that really matters.
Yeah.
If the ultimate success happens, everybody that's involved in the ultimate success is going to be taken care of.
But I also think too, the work you put in, you got to put work on both sides. You got to set yourself up for a certain success,
right?
And you can't just jump from one thing to the next, thinking, "Oh, this gonna catch on and it's gonna be successful." No, you got to put yourself in a position to catch that wave. You got to put yourself in a position. And then ride out, of course you're gonna have some exceptions to the rule,
right?
But for the most part, you gotta put the work in on both sides.
No, you're right. And usually you don't get to just be like, oh, because I'm so and so and I do this, I'm already gonna be accepted in this other thing.
Yeah, no. That don't have nothing to do with the other thing.
It don't work like that. Ask all the supermodels that tried to be singers. Right.
Hey, you want to go there with
it? Oh man, okay.
You want to go there with it.
I'll be here all week. But man, that's all I'm gonna say. Is like when you got something that's working, I just don't see running away with it. I mean, going away from it. And so, what I'm gonna say that I hope to see from Kyle Shanahan in the playoffs is that he don't have a game where we're going up against another like a juggernaut defensively, and where he outsmarts himself. I hope he keeps it PG just enough that he sticks to the basics, sticks to the fundamentals of what it is. And I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right. I think the team will execute.
Yeah. But it's hard to get wins in the NFL.
It is.
It's hard to win games in the NFL.
No, it is.
Because if every team and everybody can do it, everybody would be interchanging in and out the playoffs. They would be
You're right.
Whatever, but one thing is certain. Another thing that's real hard to do is block out these naysayers and build. Build.
Yeah,
don't worry about what nobody else is saying. Build.
No doubt. Because you know what you're capable of, man, and you just know, all you got to do is keep doing your thing. I'm gonna tell you like this: we do what we do because we enjoy doing it, and we know that we got a little thing going. So my thing is like, we don't have to worry about which episode is going to be the one. We just keep making episodes.
Just keep stacking them up.
Just keep stacking them up, bro. Just keep stacking them up, and like the chemistry will come, the this will come, the that'll come, the whatever you're looking for will come. And like, man, when you don't stick to the script, then it's sad how many people then had a little something and cheated themselves out of what they could have because just no perseverance, not willing to stick to it and just grind.
Well, if you gotta eat peanut butter and jelly and you gotta eat noodles, you gotta do that. That's just something you gotta do to get to that top. Go ahead and do that.
That's
it. Go ahead and do it.
Hey, if it's a ramen run done, let's get it done, right? Hey, bust it out, man. Open your head, bust the spread. Like, do whatever you got to do. Yeah. Man, as long as you making it, why do you care about what anybody else is in judgment about and what they saying and what they talking about? I got one thing for them: spin.
It don't matter because you it's a vision that you have. It's your vision. You can't. Nobody is not privy to what your whole vision is.
Exactly.
And folks have their own vision of what
Right.
something should be. And
Right.
that's fine. That's fine.
Man, that's real deal. I mean,
Yeah.
it's funny, you know, like you go through it with family all the time.
Yeah.
Like you are doing something that you are enjoying doing and that you happy to be doing, and at the same time, somebody else think that you have a different potential or a different this or that, and they are always pushing at you to be something that you ain't worried about being. And not to say that they may not be right, they may be right. But at the same time, too, they got to realize that the best thing to do is drop the seed, man, back up and give you space.
It's not your vision.
No, it's not. So yeah, drop a nugget on me. Let me know what you think. But at the same time, too, just people got to respect the fact that it's still my life, right? It's still your life, right? That you're gonna do what you want to do, and that man, you know, more power to everybody that ain't with it. More power to everybody ain't with it. Before we wrap this up, I did want to talk a little bit about the college football playoffs, man. That shit been off the hook so far. We know Indiana's the number one team. They coming up against I'm gonna say my Oregon Ducks just because I picked the Ducks out of all the teams in the playoffs to get it, you know, stick with my West Coast squad. But no, I think they really do got a good chance to get past Indiana on Friday. And then also on the other side of the bracket, you got the Miami Hurricanes who just knocked out for Ohio State.
Yeah.
Man, going up against Ole Miss, going up against the U, baby. Yeah. The U is back going up against Ole Miss.
Yeah. I'm ready. That game right there caught my eye. So now I'm watching to see what happens.
Right. It's funny, you know, to a lot of people who really into college football, they say they feel like the Oregon Indiana game is really like should have been a national championship. So I don't know why the college football people, you know, the coordinators didn't make it that way, where the brackets worked out that way, but that ain't the way it worked out. I'm really intrigued to see who comes out of both of these games.
Yeah.
You know, usually you got at least one clear front runner, but I'm gonna tell you, Oregon can beat anybody in the country.
Yeah.
Period, point blank. And then Indiana, they've been perfect all year.
But see, then in college, you got to see who's been
they played,
who they played, and who was put in front of you. Because that's what I'm saying. I could be undefeated. But
right. So that's what I'm saying. Indiana, they come in number 1, 13-0, all of that, right? Mm-hmm. But at the same time, man, they coming up against them boys, man. Them Oregon Ducks ain't no joke. And the one other true pure passing quarterback prospect happens to play for Oregon. So we talking about major showdowns going on. 3 out of 4 of these quarterbacks that's in the playoffs still was up for the Heisman, you know, well into the last quarter of the season. So I mean, man, hey, it's gonna be high powered, man. Next Friday, I don't know what channel it comes on. More than likely, probably ESPN. But it's many backdoor functions that you can get into, man. Go ahead and holler at your boy if you want to find one out.
But you also got to look at it like this too. Some of them teams ain't played for weeks.
Right, no doubt. No. In the college playoffs, they all been playing every weekend.
Oh, okay. Because I've heard some of them ain't strapped up. In a couple of weeks.
Now that's those bowl games, right?
Okay, that's the bowl games. Okay.
Yeah, the bowl games. Yeah, a lot of them teams ain't played, like you said, damn near 3 weeks a month. But the college football playoff teams, they've been playing against each other every week, running through the bracket.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so yeah, no, it's going down. Like I say, my money is on the Ducks. So if you asking me who my favorite here or my front runner is, I'm going with them Ducks. But this is gonna be they toughest, stiffest test yet going up against these Hoosiers. The Hoosiers done smacked down Ohio State. They done smacked down Alabama. They done smacked down everybody that got in the way so far. So I can't knock them, but I just know the Ducks. They got that culture, that mystique, man, and they got the dopest motherfucking uniforms in college football.
Yeah. I think the Niners could have used those. They could have used those the other night.
Them uniforms is not my friends, man. Them rivalry joints. Don't nobody come up to me talking about, do you like this jersey on the streets? Because them uniforms, they only been worn once and they got worn in the L, so they is not my friends.
They are not.
They are not my
They
friends.
are not.
But it's bang bang all the way, man.
Yeah. Baltimore, great season. We coming back next season. A lot of adversities this season is gonna make us just come back real sharp next season. So
that's it. That's it. Congratulations to all the fan bases that got in the dance. Let's see what the teams do. And I can't wait till we get touchdown on this next video to talk about what's next, because it's going down. It's going down. I do like the fact that they put like one set of games on Monday night too to start the playoffs.
Yeah. They are. The NFL is trying to get all of their money.
All of their money, and I ain't mad at them because they give you a chance to catch all them games.
Okay, they're getting all of their money.
Streaming.
I want it all. We'll license this to you, but you got to pay big money to get.
Hey, but you got to pay. Hey, and that's what we all hope to take the products that we got right to that point, man. Where you making money 6 ways to Tuesday.
6 ways to Tuesday, and even if you don't make the playoffs, your team made some money.
Oh man, you made some money, man. Hey, just when they added that 17 game to the schedule, right?
Oh yeah,
man, every team got bumped up another X amount of million. Man, we don't even want to talk about that, man. Hey, till then, it's your nigga from that end.
All right, talking with OC, and I'm your host OC. Gone.